As some of you may know, I have recently decided that I want to become more minimalist. So I'm going through certain areas of my house that I have put on the back burner for the last year to year and a half. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. I've gone through the regular obvious things that we all tend to go through. So seasonal decluttering of clothing and anything that I'm clearly not using in my kitchen and that sort of thing. But I have not really had the time or energy or the want to go through closets and really dig deep. But I feel right now, because we're having a change of life situation, we are expecting a baby pretty soon here in the next few months. So I really want to dig deep and get rid of all those extra things so that way I can rearrange some stuff and just have more room. But I have bins. Yes, I do have bins. And this is a lot of my stuff that I set aside because I just decided that I didn't have time to do certain crafts that I've always enjoyed doing in the past, and I thought I'm gonna save it till I have the time. What I've realized is there is only so much time in the day. When you have a lot of hobbies, you have to pick and choose what is the most important to you, I feel, in this moment. And for me, right now, I don't have a lot of extra time for all of the hobbies that I love to do. And that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go and get rid of everything, because in the future I may want to take up knitting again or crocheting, because I really like doing that when I have downtime. I just don't have a lot of downtime right now. So of course I will save this bag, but as I go through here, I have this bag of old thread. I've looked at it, all of them are old, and so I'm gonna get rid of this. I have this random Cabbage Patch sewing pattern that I don't need anymore, so I'm just going to get rid of all these random materials that I looked through. I'm not going to be using these. And I thought about this for a while, and instead of just donating this, I am going to pull out my sewing machine and whip up a nursing cover. I think that would be really cool, and I can actually patchwork quilt all these together. So that is a project that I intend to do. If I can't do it, I'll just donate this material as well. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm digging deeper to go through. It does have to do with kind of my fantasy self, or just a disconnect between how much time I have in a day and how many things I think I can get done. The whole point of simplifying my life and really picking and choosing what I want to work on. If I have so many hobbies that I'm stressed out trying to fit them all into my week or my day, I'm missing the point of simplifying. I'm missing the point of minimalism, because I still want to go out and have fun with my kids and everything. So that's why I'm digging a little deeper here. Here's the box I kept from the Rode mic I just bought. I do like to keep boxes for a short time just to make sure that the product works. I'm going to keep it, and that I don't need to return it or resell it or anything like that. So I think I can get rid of this now. One thing, even as a minimalist, I do is I save wrapping, because not a lot. I just have one bag with birthday wrapping, Christmas wrapping. I actually keep it up here. And that one bag holds all the little bags. And that's just one way for me to be more eco-friendly, so I don't have to go buy wrapping paper and bags. I can just reuse ones that were given to us. So I need to just put this with the other ones. First off, this is what I'm getting rid of from up there. So not a ton, but some progress. And this is where I store sentimental things. So that's my box of sentimental things, box of birthday wrapping, Christmas, all that. And then here is where I have some of my project stuff. I'm gonna head off into the other closet in our music guest room, gonna be baby's room, look up into this upper area in there. And again, this is just kind of something I like to do seasonally normally, but I have not had the energy or time to do it. So while I may not be getting rid of a ton of stuff, I am trying to slowly whittle it down, and it doesn't take long to just go through some stuff and make sure everything up there is something I want to keep. I do have, as I mentioned, sentimental things. I do not have the energy to do that right now. That's something that takes a lot of time, And while I may want to downsize that stuff a little bit here and there, today's not the day for that. This room is going to become the baby's room. This has been our multi-purpose room, guest room. This couch turns into a bed. It's been the homeschool room the last year and music room. I'm storing the plants here while we do some construction. And then we have this closet. Okay, let me show you here. Here is the closet that is full of kids' crafting stuff. And one misconception that I would love to talk about right now, just for a second, among the minimalist community, or when you watch minimalists on YouTube, or when you go on Instagram and you see a beautiful image of minimalist house, I feel like that is a highlight reel of when your house is looking amazing and everything is put away and cleaned up. This is real life. We live here, we pull things out, we use things, and we try to put them back as soon as possible. But for instance, right now I have a car seat down here that I just purchased off of Facebook Marketplace. I have some pillows here that my mom just brought over for my husband to try out since she bought too many. Even though I've simplified everything, I want to show you how it really looks, because our home is not perfect all the time. It's perfect for us. We use it, we live in it, and we love it. But there's always transitioning periods and times where we're moving things around. We're trying to figure out the best place to put things. My oldest son did karate for a short time. We bought all the gear. Then he decided he didn't want to do karate anymore. So I'm probably going to eventually donate this. I will save it for a period of time, I'm guessing in the garage, because in case he changes his mind again, I don't want to have to purchase all this again. But there's no need to keep it in here where it's in the way of everything. Also, as a minimalist, I don't like to declutter things so quickly that I'm gonna regret something like this gear that I paid a lot of money for. So just wanted to mention that really quick. And now I'm gonna pull whatever's up here out. Drawers, backup IKEA bins, that these do come in handy as the other ones break down. This is something that is totally random, but I wanted to do an experiment where I took out some of the little Lego and the Duplo. Someone had given us a whole bunch of extra Duplo that I probably should have just said no thank you to, but the kids were with me and they insisted. So I actually took all this out when they weren't paying attention one day, and they have never asked for this. I think I'm probably going to just donate it at this point because we have so much Duplo, we have too much. Extra carpet, because when we had our house carpeted, they always give you like the extra scraps. I think we can do away with this at this point. There's another extra empty bin. Here is my bag of stuff to go so far, so pretty good. And then I just opened this bin and I started laughing so hard because here are the curtains that I was debating on whether to keep or not. I'm gonna get rid of these now. I'm going to let go finally. I don't know, where are these bins? That's a really, really good question. If here are the lids, where are the bins? I think in here I'm going to put the guitar stuff, the guitar bag, and then I have this bin in case I need to rearrange stuff. Here I'm gonna put all the extra paints, extra paper, I'm gonna put that in here. There's a few that are open, so I'll leave these out where we can use them. But all these big backup ones I'm gonna put in here and put up at the top. And that's just so we can use all this stuff first and then refill this. And the reason why I have all this is because, again, going on that same line of thought, too many hobbies. I have a normal blog where I talk about our lives and minimalism, decluttering, and I can link that down below. But then I thought I'm going to start a craft blog. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't have time for a craft blog. And that's just one of those things that I think we get it in our heads that we want to do so many things in one day or week or month, and it's just really hard know the reality of how much time I have versus all the fun things that I think I want to do. All painting and backup paper and stuff is all going to go in here, and I'm just using some tape. So I'm going to put, like, this one says educational books, so I'm just going to put more tape on here that just says first grade books and paint, and I'll just label it. And then I just organize these into 2 bins. We got watercolor, and then we have miscellaneous other crafting paints and stuff like that. So I feel like this is good. That way the kids aren't getting into everything. I feel like I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, this whole bag. I've also put a whole bunch of paper projects and just things that we don't need anymore into the recycling bin. So I cleared a bunch of that kind of stuff out as well. And I have a lot more organizing I want to do in here, but this feels so good. I feel like I'm chipping away on my journey to become even more minimalist. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join my channel. I also have, as I mentioned before, my vlogging channel, so you can follow me over there as well. Everything will be linked below in the description box, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm putting this into my car for the donation place. I am going to put this bag into the garage because I like to see immediate progress. Okay, bye.